Hi guys, welcome to Talks with Leeds. This is our first official episode and I'm super gassed to be here. I actually can't believe I've started a podcast, but anybody that knows me knows that this is my thing. Talking, gossiping, having opinions on things is actually a bit of me. So it just doesn't make sense as to why it's taken me so long to do this, if I'm really honest. And I just want to say a special thank you to all my friends and my family members that have actually pushed me and given me the support to be able to do this, because without you guys, this idea would have just stayed in my head. It never would have manifested. So honestly guys, my real round of applause goes to you. So yeah, let's get started. So Talks with Leeds is gonna be such a fun, safe space where we can talk about the real stuff that some people may be scared to talk about. I'm gonna bring all kinds of characters on my podcast to have talks with me. I wanna know the things that everybody else wants to know. The people that everybody else is scared to interview are all gonna be welcome on here. I wanna know all the juicy stuff, guys. And also, this podcast is for you guys. It's for your entertainment. So if there's anything that you wanna see on here, like stories, send me your story times, send me your questions. I'm a really good agony aunt. I love giving advice and giving my opinions on things. So please feel free to send me messages and some ideas on the type of things that you want to see me talk about and do. So talking on the topic of motivation, I'm actually going to start my segment today with just giving you guys a little bit of motivation and using me as an example. Now, me doing this podcast, getting to this point where I'm sitting here now, has been a journey. I literally decided I was going to start a podcast one day after obviously having conversations with my friends, continuous conversations, and then one day I got brave enough, started posting like little Snapchat videos, and I've noticed that people were responding to me, and then I'm still getting the same comments like, girl, start a podcast, do this, do that. And literally one day, one of my cousin's girlfriends, she messaged me and she's like, Leeds, you need to start a podcast, you need to do something, jump on TikTok, do something. And I said, you know what, one of my best friends have been telling me this for so long, but I said, I'm not sure, because I feel like everyone's doing a podcast right now. I feel like there's so many people doing fit. And she goes, girl, when you go to Sainsbury's, how many slices of bread do you see? Different loaves of bread, brands do you see? There's a market for everybody, there's space for everybody. And I'm telling you now, that's probably the thing that was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm starting a podcast. And the amount of support I've received from people, the way things have just aligned, like literally, one of my closest friends, I told her I was starting a podcast. She's like, girl, I've got a camera, I've got lighting, come get it. Just like that. I was like, oh, how much is that? Just come and get it. It's collecting dust. And there's so many people that would know that they have those facilities and rather it collect dust. Not everybody's gonna go and just say, do you know what, sis, take it. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, don't want to see you rise. But I feel like, for me, having the right people around you is so important. People that are equally yoked, people that care about you just as much as you care about them. People that are going to pour life into you, that are going to motivate you when you're down, without even realizing that is what they do. And I'm honestly just so grateful for the people in my life at the moment. Like the people I have around me, my circle now is just perfect for me. Because I've been that girl where I've had loads of different friends here, there and everywhere. And I've got friends here, the different influences, and it just didn't bring any peace to my life. But the peace that I genuinely feel now with my circle is just I can't describe it. So I say that to say, guys, choose the people that are closest to you very carefully, because you don't know what blessings they're going to bring to you and how you can bless those people as well. Nobody needs to be in friendships where it's you always giving. And I've been there where I felt like I'm drained and I'm the friend that's always pouring into my other friends. But genuinely, the people that are in my life now pour into me just as much as I pour into them. And for that, I'm so grateful. So motivation for today, guys, choose your circle wisely, because you never know what they're going to help you do, what lengths and heights they're going to push you to. And only people that care about you and really love you are going to motivate you to do better, whether they're in a good position or not at that moment in time. But yeah, that is my motivational speech for today. you can do anything you put your mind to. If I'm here and I'm sitting here right now, I'm telling you now, there's nothing that nobody else can do. This is the last thing I thought I'd ever be doing. I thought, me go on the internet, sitting down talking to a camera. It's not possible, but here I am. I'm doing it. And they always say, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So guys, one of my juicy topics for this week that I wanted to touch on, just because I know it's been in the blogs and it's going to be going on for a few months or whatever it is, and that is Diddy. Now, I wouldn't even call it a hot topic because he's disgusting and I don't even want to give him the big ups or any kind of light. So this is more to talk on the victims and mainly just Cassie and some of the nasty things that have come out of this trial. Like, I'm so disgusted, but I feel like a lot of the stuff just goes beyond sexual. It goes beyond kinky and it almost becomes demonic. It almost becomes satanic. Like, it's like rituals of control. That's the energy that some of these things are giving me. And I'm not, do you know what? I'm going to give you lots of tea. I'm actually going to give you lots of tea. So a few years back, my friend had a birthday party and it was in COVID time, yeah? And a stripper came. The stripper was one of like them Chocolate City guys. So when he come, like, he's done his show. Yeah, it wasn't all that. He was a bit on the chubby side, but yeah, like it was fine. So at the end, he's sitting down and he's talking to us, and which I didn't even understand as well. Like, he's like, he didn't know when to leave. Like, we've paid you, go. But he was sitting down, he just wanted to socialise. So he's obviously talking to us about the fact that, like, he's been in London for a little bit now, touring, and, you know, he used to run with the Chocolate City guys, and, you know, da-da-da. So as he's talking now, he starts going on and telling us about celebrities that he's slept with, and, like, he's been paid, basically, as a male gigolo to sleep with celebrity women. This man went on to now say that, you know, he's been paid, he had to sign an NDA, and he went to a hotel and he slept with Cassie, and that there was a dark figure in the corner of the room that was masked up. But he said he didn't know exactly that it was Diddy, but he felt like it was Diddy. Now, if I'm lying, I'm dying. I've got like more than 5 to 10 friends that can actually confirm that this story is true. So you see, as soon as the man said that, I'm not gonna lie, I felt really uncomfortable. And I remember looking at one of my friends like, no man, this man's he's chatting shit. The man even said that he slept with Portia, but you didn't hear that here. I don't believe that. So I'm not gonna say I don't believe it, but I'm just saying that's what he said. Allegedly, he said he slept with Portia Williams from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I don't know if I believe that. I can't swear for it. I can't say it. He showed us documents, though, of his email. Like, he went as far as to show us emails of the documents that was sent to him prior to him going. Then he will get an address, he will turn up, they'll search him, all this stuff. Like, it was mad. He went into all the detail. So you see, when the blogs, like, first released that Cassie had sued Diddy, my phone was ringing, I was calling, I was like, girl, do you remember? And they're like, yeah, that is mad. That is mad. He really weren't lying. He really weren't. Like, literally, exactly what that man described to us is what Cassie has described was going on. And obviously, to know that it was multiple, like, even when they released the pictures of the gigolo, we were scanning to try and see if we saw my man, and he wasn't even on there. But the fact that he told us that story like 3 years ago, and it's literally what has come to pass, it just shows how many guys were probably involved in this. And poor Cassie, man, it's just really difficult because the evidence that's being presented is more making it look like at times she was complicit, and she probably was complicit at times, but this is somebody that she would love. This is somebody that had promised her a career, and as a child, like young girl, she's come around this person that has got her career in his hands. And I just know that that guy was making that girl go into studio, work, make albums upon albums, and then the minute she does something naughty, oh yeah, that's why we're not releasing your album. He's that kind of guy. And it's just manipulative, it's evil. And I just pray those kind of men from our daughters. I pray away those men from any of my ladies that are watching this today. And if you are that kind of man, seek help, yeah? Seek help, because that's another thing that I want to address, yeah? This culture, as much as it's Diddy, but it's too common. okay? Like, the disrespect for women, not knowing boundaries, like, even look at the young Philly situation. Obviously, that's allegedly. We don't know if it's true. We don't know if he did it or he didn't do it. But the fact is, there's so many different people that have said Philly's very handsy. So even those kind of things can get you in trouble, because being handsy is sexual assault. Yeah? Touching a girl's bum in a club without her permission is sexual assault. Yeah? Grabbing a girl, touching them in any part of their body is sexual assault when you do not have their consent. And I feel like we need to educate our men a little bit more. Mandem, if your brethren is handsy, correct him on the spot. Stop seeing men do silly things and letting it slide. Yeah? Correct them, embarrass them. They won't do it again. Yeah? Some of you have daughters, you have sisters. Don't go out with your brethren and watch them do too much with girls, or when man's drunk, he's using that as an excuse to be sloppy with women. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's wrong. Like, it was wrong. The last guy that did that to me got the... Let's not even go there. But I'm just saying, men, when you do stuff like that, it is disrespectful, and you need to just be a little bit more mindful, because this is how we are getting ourselves in certain situations, because you're not understanding what boundaries are. Educate yourselves and the people around you on what boundaries are, and you will not get in this situation. Because as much as, you know, we know basic boundaries, some people just feel like it's okay because they've been allowed to get away with it. And you see you girls that don't respect yourselves and allow men to just come and grope you and grab you at any cost, you guys make it difficult for some other women that do respect them. Like, as much as, yeah, you can flirt with a man, but there's no need for a guy to just be grabbing you in a disrespectful manner in public scenery. Like, whatever you want to be doing in behind the scenes, when you're going to be choked, pulled, that is your business behind closed doors. But all that public disrespect, groping, whatever not, I just feel like we need to hold people more accountable on what is right and what is wrong. And I just feel like, guys, just know, no means no. Even if you get a girl to the point where she's in your bed and she said she was ready and then said no, you have to stop.
Computer says no.
You have to stop. I don't care, you have to stop. She said no. Oh, but the girl came, she came as far, she knew what she was doing. She changed her mind at the last minute. She said no. You do not force yourself on any woman the minute she says no. And that is it. There's no compromise. There's no, there's nothing else to say on the matter. It is no. It's never acceptable. And I'm telling you now, the fact that men that rape and men that do molestation get less prison time than, let's say, drug dealers, is one of the most disgusting flaws in our whole system. And it just shows how much disregard I feel like the world has for women. And that is why I will not be one of those women that's going to sit down and just not say anything when things are not right. I will always talk about it. And for example, there's a lot of men on the internet talking a whole load of shit and disrespecting our young black women unprovoked. And we have black women sitting down and allowing that to take place in their presence. I can't lie to you, I'm disgusted. And that is one reason why I am on here, because those are the things that I'm going to call out. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. You're not going to bully people because of how they look, and I'm not going to say something. So, yeah, just wanted to put that out there.
And another question, how do you feel about people victim blaming? For example, to Cassie and...
I just feel like you lot are disgusting. I feel like you're blaming a victim. Imagine, just let me break this down for you guys, yeah? I'm eating myself up, in fact. You see, imagine going through something, and again, I can relate. Imagine going through something. Imagine something has happened to you, yeah? And then people, because the other person is popular, or the other person holds more weight, or they have more money, or whatever it might be, because that person just is more respected than you choose to blame them. With very little evidence, or with enough evidence to say who is right or wrong. you blame them. I feel like victim blaming, something has happened to somebody that they did not choose, they didn't ask for, that has caused them harm, that has affected them mentally, that's affected them physically, and you are saying that it is their fault. It's so bad. Like, what? Because there's elements of it that seemed as though, you know, the fact is, does that make it okay? That you lot all saw that video. You lot all saw that video of Cassie. You saw the way that man was dealing with her. Regardless of what she has done, is it okay for anybody to treat anybody's girl child like that? Come on, man. Let me know what you guys think. Like, because the victim blaming thing, I don't understand it. Like, how can you blame a victim for something that's happened to them? I understand different perspectives and I can understand having a different opinion, but why would you just outright say something about somebody? And you know what? Big up Cassie's husband, because he's the real MVP in this whole thing. He's the person that has come out winning. He's got a beautiful family, beautiful wife. Anyone that's sitting there saying, oh, he should be disgusted, how does he feel, she went back or whatever, not. That man knew the situation before she ever got out of there. Do you get what I mean? He was probably one of the strengths that she found to be able to get out of there. And there's something that I saw that he said that I respect so much. And it's when he literally said, you know, people keep saying that my wife, I saved my wife. He said, no, my wife saved herself. And I was like, oh, what a guy. What a guy. Like, they won in real life. And I really, really do hope, like, they can find some healing once this is all over. I don't know if Diddy's gonna go to prison for all this trafficking stuff, because it's not giving trafficking. Obviously the trial's not over, so they might be, you know, bringing new evidence, but as it stands, it just doesn't seem like that's what is gonna come of it. I feel like he's definitely gonna do some prison time. I feel like he deserves to do some prison time. I feel like just even sending your kids to go and sit in court and support you, knowing that they're gonna hear that you were taking Cassie to go and rub a next man's sperm on your nipples. You're just foul, man. But anyway, that's enough on Diddy.
Oh my no, God!
We have a question from Tia. Tia wants to know, she has a friend who's in a bad relationship and it's having an effect on their friendship, her and her friend's friendship. How should she deal with that? She knows that the guy her friend's with is not a good guy. He cheats constantly. He comes up with stories and then she forgives him. And then you just want to shake your friend, she said. How should she deal with it? Feeling triggered.
I am triggered because I feel like I've been that girl. We've all been that girl. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and act like I haven't been the friend that hasn't left when things are bad. But I think, this is such a hard one because it's so frustrating because, and I've also been the friend that wants my friend to get the hell out of there. So, okay, I'm going to try to be sensitive. Because this, oh God, I'm triggered.
Should we skip? Should we skip?
No, I want to address this. How do you get your friend? So the question is, how do you get your friend to see that her relationship is a bad relationship? She's being taken for a mug, basically, and you cannot get her to see. She's gonna have to see for herself. Like, and as her friend, you need to be there for her and not say I told you so. Like, if that's your sis and that's your friend, you cannot control what she does or who she loves. I understand the frustration. I have been there. It is one of the worst feelings to know that somebody that you care about, somebody that you love, is in something with somebody that they love, and potentially the person does love them too, but they're ill-treating them. It's a painful thing to sit back and watch, and I think my intention would never be to convince her to leave. My intention would be for her to see the value in herself. I would do my best to try and uplift her, because I feel like when women are in these situations, it's because mainly they've been broken down. Life has torn them down. They're feeling like there's no other choice. They're feeling like it's long to move on. They're feeling like they're insecure, and this person is abusing them, they're broken. So I think sometimes the method is not to convince your friend to leave this guy who's not good for her, because she knows that. She knows he's not good for her. That's why you know he's not good for her, sorry. You are aware of that because she knows. And when she's upset and she's ready to leave, she builds up the courage and she says she's going to leave and she's going to do it. But then he's going to call her and he's going to say, come home. And she's going to go. And until she's ready to leave, she's not going to leave. The best thing you can do for her is try to build strength in her. Encourage her. Girl, let's go to the gym. Let's do this. The things that you know, because remember, she's your friend, So the things that you know that she's feeling insecure about, build her. Build her on. If you don't understand how much just like a phone call, girl, did you eat today? Alright, make sure you don't eat no rice, because remember you were saying you hate the little flab and you always feel bloated. Make some salad, or do you want me to come make you some food? Or girl, come to my house, I'm going to make you food, let's have dinner. And you just find different ways to motivate. You can't give up on her. You cannot give up on her. If that's your friend and you love them, you can't give up on her. Like, for me personally, I've been through this with a friend and I felt like at a point I gave up. And I have my regrets. You just don't give up on your friends. I feel like no matter the situations, you find a way. It can be very hard, don't get me wrong. It can be draining and it can be difficult. But I just think, my thing is, if something in that moment that I chose to give up, if something had happened to that friend, or if I never got to see her, or she left and went to, it would have been mad and I wouldn't have known how to deal with it. But we thank God that wasn't the case. But I just think, if that is your friend, and I say friend strongly because I know what friend means to me, if that is your friend, don't give up on them. Try your best to uplift them and pray for them, and hopefully one day they will see and have the strength to leave by themselves. So guys, that is the end of our first official episode. It's been so much fun actually. I feel like it's been a process to get here, but now that I've done it, I feel really, really good. I'm really happy, I feel really blessed, and it just feels so natural to me. I really enjoyed this, and I just can't wait to start getting people on here for you guys, start bringing you some good talks, good content, and more of the juicy stuff and the real deep talk. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.